So hello everyone, welcome back to another live trading session with me. Now we'll be looking at where the market is currently at. We had some nice trades on the weekend actually from that Saturday live trading session. So, one second. Bitcoin just took a major move to the downside. To me right now, that looks like it looks like a fake out, you know, to trap those traders and begin that move for the upside. So realistically, I'm aiming for a level of 73k right now. There is a major amount of liquidity sat at 78k. A lot is looking in the 2-week time frame. Now we're looking at 24-hour. And you can see there is not really any liquidity in that downside right now. We did come for a slight sweep of that 83 million just now, and there does seem to be more liquidity in the upside at 73.4k, and that to me right now looks like we are currently heading to that. So I will be coming in for a long position right now. We still have a lot of selling pressure though. So you can see actually buyers came up to this level right now and they got pushed down pretty aggressively. So we might give it a couple more minutes just until we see some clarification of where price is actually headed. Now we have obviously got Glint open in case we do see some news. So you can see there's been a major move from the downside just now, and we've actually surpassed and came to a low of 72,256. Now looking in the daily time frame, you can see we have just came well, we're still actually within an okay level to move towards the upside, but still it's a pretty dangerous level right now. So I believe I will be coming in for a long position just now. This is a pretty nice area to actually come in for that long position, as I am expecting that move towards the upside. So I will be coming in for a long position on Bitcoin, of course, for SUI as well. And we will come in on gold as well, I believe. So what have we got? Open and close trade on apt ENA near protocol. Let's have a look. ENA. I'm not sure what ENA is right now, but we will come in for a long position, as we have come in for a long position on Bitcoin obviously as well. So we have got a lucky shot. So let's see where we are currently heading. So we do seem to be coming lower and lower for Bitcoin right now, which is pretty crazy. But it seems the RSI is leaning to the upside now. Buyers do seem to be stepping in, as well as we had a crossover on the stochastic. There is less selling pressure right now. You can see from these bars here. So selling pressure has come down significantly. Now I'm expecting that move back up to that level of 73.4k. Now for Bitcoin, that would look to us right now like let's have a look. So we'll do 73,400 for Bitcoin. That would put us at that level where obviously we was trading in. So it would actually clear kind of this whole area here. Yesterday we actually came to that level many times as you can see. So I exit my trade yesterday from Saturday. So Saturday's live session was where we put that trade in for obviously that short position on Bitcoin, SUI, and what else did we have? We also had, let's have a look. Yeah, so these were the positions that we had. Obviously we took a little bit of a nasty position on that Saturday for a sell on SUI. Obviously it was a little bit unfortunate, but it was okay as we did make a very nice profit on that yesterday's trade. So let's have a look. Hello. Trading, gold trading or Bitcoin. Well, currently I've got gold and Bitcoin on. So you can see we were just down about 300, and now was up 400 just a second ago, and now you see we're coming back within that range. Price is currently pretty volatile, like I said. So I did actually forget to drop those results in the Discord in the Discord group, but you can see. So I exit these trades as for take profit yesterday. So from Saturday's live session, we actually made a very nice profit. So these were the trades we had on. So 29th was a different day. Hello. So we had the 30th. So the 30th was the Saturday. So Saturday's session we had 600 plus, 670 plus, 400 profit. So that was already there about 1.2, about 1.6k in profit. We came for a significant loss of 1.3, and then those trades on the 31st were closed, which was yesterday. As for take profit, so we made 270 on Pudgy Penguins, 489 on Ethereum, 2.9k on SUI, 1k on Bitcoin, and 549 for Ethereum. So roughly that's about a 4k trade right there. That is crazy. Right now I am aiming for the same kind of thing today. There is more liquidity in the upside, well, heavily in the upside actually. Of course there's going to be lows at 78k, but I don't think we'll get that. Well, maybe towards the end of the week we may come back within that level, but yeah, we are currently at a very low level of 72k right now. So selling pressure is decreasing, you can see by the color of the bars, and obviously the size of them as well is obviously getting smaller. So yeah, we have just surpassed that low, which is not too good. But like I said, I am expecting that move towards the upside again for today. We want to see that MACD crossing over and, kind of leaning towards the upside as well. Gold is obviously going to be positive for now, but yeah, Bitcoin is currently dropping down pretty heavily as well. So a move back within about 72.5k would be very, very nice for us. We're dropping even lower and lower. So the next kind of area we could be coming to would be about 72k. Well, there's a lot more liquidity in the market right now. There's a lot more liquidity building in the upside. You can see at 74.3k, 73.4k. There is slightly some in the downside. There is now more liquidity at 72k. I believe we'll get that liquidity sweep, and then we'll be looking for the upside. So now we've just made a low of 72,037. So I believe we will be coming down to that level where we have 71,979 is kind of where we are currently maybe looking to sweep and then move in for the upside.
So for Glint, I don't believe we've got any news just yet. The US market opens in about an hour's time, well, an hour and 20 minutes. So we've got a little bit of time until we obviously to prepare for the US market open. Now that liquidity does lay just slightly below this low here, so it sits around this kind of level here. I believe we will come in for that sweep. There, so that liquidity has now been obviously claimed. So now I am looking for that upside move. There you can see buyers have stepped in. Buyers are stepping in. So now we want to see a big push towards the upside. We seem to be continuing lower, which is a little bit concerning now. A little bit concerning. I am expecting that price to come back within that level though. So currently, buyers are in control. Sellers are in control. But it looks like, well, stochastic starts to be leaning to the upside. So does MACD. We're at a very dangerous area where we're looking to be oversold. We're at 19.17. We are rising up now, 19.50, 20 zone. So once we come back within a nice level of, let's say, 30 plus, I'm then looking for about a 50 zone. 50 zone would be very nice, and then potentially all the way, let's say 60 plus, yeah, to be leaning towards that upside. Yeah, so it looks like RSI is now leaning towards the upside. Buying pressure has now increased, but obviously we need to see a lot more of it. So we could realistically come in for a trade on this low to kind of pump us back within a nice profit. So Pudgy Penguins will be taking a little trade right there on this low. As I am expecting that price to be pushing to the upside now. So we'll obviously benefit a little bit also from this move to the downside, so we're not completely obviously within that lower range.
Now, looking at, let's say, oil prices, let's have a look. Oil, we've not really seen any kind of impulse at all. So now gold is obviously also within a little bit of a loss, but it's okay. Yeah, so there's been obviously news that we've got right now. Bitcoin drops below 72k, which is not good whatsoever. Obviously Ethereum is definitely already below 2k. So Ethereum is now at 1,976. Sorry. So we'll look at the minute time frame. You can see Ethereum is slowly coming back in for the push to the upside. We've actually seen resistance there at this area here. So we are coming back up within that level of 72k, which is pretty good. So, I mean, the US-Iran situation does look to be getting better. President Trump posted obviously on social, Iran really wants to make a deal and it will be good. It will be a good one for the USA. So Iran really wants to make a deal. It also be a good one for USA and those that are with us. But don't the Democrats and various seemingly unpatriotic Republicans understand that it's much tougher for me to properly do my job and negotiate. So you can see we are coming back within that level now. SUI obviously is definitely pushed to the upside. So is ENA USD. Bitcoin is currently within that nasty range, as you can see. But yeah, we need to see a stronger move from the buyers right now. But realistically, if we do dip below kind of this area, then yeah, I feel like we may have to actually come in for that close by the market. But currently, we are looking pretty nice. Like you see, I did put in that trade for Pudgy Penguins to kind of balance us out of that loss range. So we are in $200 of profit on Pudgy Penguins as well, which is very nice to see. Now, we want to see Bitcoin surpassing this area and coming in for that upside push. I don't believe it will drop lower than that. 71,905 is, well, it's very low. Well, looking in the daily time frame, you can see how heavily we are actually below this support level. So this is currently what we are looking like. Now, as for liquidity, I believe we will see some changes now. Yeah, so that liquidity has been swept at 71,982. Now, there is 119 million liquidity at 73.4k, which I am aiming for right now. So currently, we want to see that price coming up even higher. There's a nicer push. So I want to keep coming more bullish all the way back up to 73.4k. So right now, let's have a look at where we are. So So let's have a look. Bitcoin. There we go, there's a nicer push. So currently price is at 72.2k. Well, we just came back within that level. 24-hour change 2.38%. Key support is 71,980. Yes, so we just came below the support level, you can see. And then resistance 73,132. Resistance to 73,811. So we'd be within that level if we do come back to that level of 73.4k, which would be very, very nice to see. My account's still in loss. That's very unfortunate. But yeah, that is why I came in for that Pudgy Penguins trade, as I did believe we were going to see that move towards the upside. So you can see we're in we are within $338 in profit on, well, $390 now, nearly $400 in profit on Pudgy Penguins. Bitcoin 130 loss right now. ENA is within 192 profit. Sui 226 in profit. Gold 63 within a loss. So I am expecting now gold to obviously push towards the upside as well. So you can see we slightly came in for that move towards the downside. So realistically, I want to see gold coming to that previous kind of area here. So a mid-range of 4.5k would be very nice for gold. So for gold, we'll put in 4.5k. That would put us at a $207 profit for gold. Now, we want to see Bitcoin obviously coming within that level again. MACD is now curving to the upside, which is very, very nice. RSI is within a range of 46, so we are coming closer to that range of 50 plus, which would obviously put the buyers within that, well, obviously in the stronger position. Now, looking at flow, let's have a look. Now, whales are extremely bearish. Mid is very bearish and retail is slightly bearish, but that is entirely most likely due to that short, that move to the downside, that aggressive move to that downside, where we saw a low of 71.9k, which is pretty crazy. I'm going to change these colors because they just look a bit toxic. It's like I'm looking at some radioactive bars. And the red as well. We'll tone that down a little bit. Is that better? Or does it still look radioactive? So, yeah, like I said, Bitcoin is now pushing towards that upside. So I believe this was just a little, little rejection you can see from the candle wick. Sellers did push that price down a little bit. And now I'm expecting to surpass this previous high and continue even higher, back within this range of about 72.6k. So we were actually we did have some support here actually. So you can see we had obviously a bounce here and then a bounce here, and then we actually came within the support level and pushed heavily through it right at that area. So ideally, we need to actually get back within that level of 72.6k right now. So just about here. Once we actually get within this upper range of that 72.6k, we'd be in a very nice position to obviously expect a higher move to that 73.4k. So we're currently sat at a nice profit of $740, which is very nice. We want to see obviously Bitcoin coming up and above our entry price, which was 72,416. So we are slowly coming back above, well, back to that market entry actually. So we're down about 200 on Bitcoin, 38 on gold, but we are obviously very nice for ENA, SUI, and Pudgy Penguin. Pudgy Penguin's 420. That's a very sus number, but yeah, we're looking good. So we're seeing some more rejection here at this level, but yeah, MACD's leaning up very nicely. Buyers are trying to break within that obviously 50 range. That would put obviously the buyers in more control. Gremr, thank you. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, everyone. That'll be greatly appreciated. So we're now coming up to nearly 1k in profit, which is very nice to see. Let's refresh that so we can see how long we've got on those candles actually. So we've got a couple seconds left on this candle right now. So it seems selling pressure is obviously significantly decreased and buyers are gaining more control. You can see the momentum for that upside is obviously looking very nice. Still loss. You'll see. We won't be within a loss. Unless obviously we shift heavily to that downside, which yeah, won't be too good. It's getting very sunny outside. So yeah, Ethereum is looking very nice actually. It's bounced off of this level, as you can see. Well, we previously bounced off it at, well, today actually at 11 o'clock. You can see here as well at 10, 11, and now at about 10 past 3. So we are actually coming back within this area. Where we do have slight supports. You can see we're getting supported by the price here. So here as well. And we actually surpassed it and came heavily to that downside. So right now we're sat at 1k in profit, which is very nice. It's pronounced Dreamer. Ah, sorry. So you can see we are currently struggling a little bit to surpass kind of this area and come back within that market price. No way. Michael Saylor's strategy: sell 32 Bitcoin for 2.5 million. Bitcoin drops below 73k. Trump to make a huge announcement today, 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. Let's have a look at what time that actually is. I'm not too you know. So let's have a look. 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. So that's tomorrow, I believe. Is it? Looks like it. So. So you can see we are currently building some pressure within this level right now. So we are coming up very nicely, but I believe we'll see a more impulsive move within this range right now. As you can see, we are building pressure, some doji candles there. So I believe there will be a bit more of an explosive move towards the upside. Well, that is what I'm expecting anyway. Most liquidity does still lay within the upper range of, well, now we've got 122. Yeah, 122 at 72.9k. We've also got 119 million at 73.4k. So now, if we look onto flow, I believe we'll see Wales, mid, and retail shifting more to the bearish side. Let's have a look. Yeah, so you see, retail is now neutral. Mid is bearish. Before it was very bearish, I believe. And well, Wales are extremely bearish still. So I believe we'll still see a little bit of a move to the to the side for a bit until we get that explosive move towards the upside. Right, I'm just trying to find so we are still in a very nice profit. I'm expecting that price to continue towards that upside. Bitcoin freeze, your Instagram ID, good morning. You make analyze before on ENA Pengu. ENA, no. ENA was entirely with Bitcoin and Sui was as well. Pudgy Penguins were just in, for the fact that obviously I entered Bitcoin for a long position at this obviously level at 72,316.
obviously we came for a big push to the downside. Was that down about 700 or something? And then I came in for a Pudgy Penguins position due to the fact that I was expecting a push towards the upside, and this obviously being just obviously a low. Now I want to see a more impulsive move towards the upside, as we have seen some, obviously, look, tiny candles. You can see buying pressure is increasing. We're at 56 on the RSI right now, so we are gaining strength. So let's have a look. Let's have a look what we get right now. Oh, slight rejection there actually. Not too good. But I'm still leaning to the upside though. I'm still leaning towards that upside. So. Right, there we go. So, we have actually pushed towards the upside. Well, Bitcoin's pushing, obviously Ethereum's, sorry, yeah, that is Ethereum. Ethereum has pushed very nicely towards the upside. I am expecting now Bitcoin to break this level here. Well, we are at the highest profit we've currently got right now. We're sat at 1.2, 1.1k in profit right now. So I am expecting price to continue that move towards the upside. Copy trade. I'm not too sure actually. I'm not too sure. Yeah, we seem to be getting rejected from this level right now. We are making a slight move towards the upside though, as you can see. So
we haven't obviously made any kind of low towards that downside yet. We could see it right here though. MACD does look to be leaning to the downside though, as you can see. We may have been for a crossover just now. We're coming back within a 46 range for the RSI as well. Yeah, so you can see we've been getting rejected here again. We came for a sharp move to the upside, rejected, rejection, 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 sharp move, rejection, sharp move, rejection. So I'm looking for this next move to be the one, for it to be the one.
It's like a do not disturb.
Oh my god. These adverts are going crazy. Still in loss. Obviously, it's still in loss. It's gonna be in loss until it comes past this level of rejection. You see the price has been getting rejected here, here again. So we'll be in profit. We'll be in profit. I know we will. You'll see. You'll see. Bro's asking me why. What do you mean? Why? It's clear. It's clear to see. It's clear as day. You can see we've obviously, this is our entry position. We've come lower than the entry position now. That's why we are currently within a little bit of a loss. But you can see all the other coins are within a profit. So Sui, Ina, Budgie Penguins. So let's have a look. So it looks like there is still most of liquidity in the upside, which is very nice. Make sure you guys stay hydrated. Very important, very important. Very important. Let's have a look on Twitter. Have we got any news? Let's have a look. So obviously we need to come past. We'll run a 52 zone on the RSI, which is good. We were at a low of 19. That is crazy. Higher setting us on RSI. RSI, I've got 14 on the length. Smoothing line is SMA, and smoothing length is 14 as well. I need to actually calibrate my stochastic and MACD, so I will be actually doing that in the next live. So you guys will obviously see me do that, as I haven't got my notepad with me, which I had all my obviously important notes written down. So we were just in a 1.5k profit, I believe. Yeah, gold has now took a massive push towards the upside. Gold was actually sitting, as you can see, yeah, very big move to the upside. Very big move. So I want to see that explosive move, the same for Bitcoin as well. Currently, we're just kind of building the pressure within this range right now. So that's not what we wanted to see. That is definitely not what we wanted to see. But we obviously can't be coming surpassed this, well, we can't be surpassing this previous low. That would be very, very bad. Yeah, so like I said, most of that liquidity still in the upside, still in the upside. Yeah, 122 million at 72.9k. News-wise, we've not got anything at all right now. Yeah, we see we're even better on the attention scale. We was at 26, now we're at 20. So we are pretty well, well, we are pretty well guarded actually, by the looks of it. So Bitcoin has just dropped significantly lower. So we have dipped slightly below that 50 zone on the RSI. MACD does seem to be leaning to the downside right now. Yeah, it seems like it. So it looks like sellers are in control right now. Sellers are in control right now. It's all good, it's all good. So, let's have a look. You see we've got some rejection here. But obviously for this move to obviously be legit, then we'd have to see a move back up towards the upside. So yeah, we have a hammer candle there, you can see. So this was a pretty strong bearish move, as you can see. We have a pretty nice hammer candle there. So this could indicate a move towards the upside. But obviously, we'll see how this plays out. It's only an indicator, so we can't obviously entirely base that on a long position. Stop loss very, very bad. Very bad, very bad, very bad. Bro, what do you mean? We're okay. We've not had really any indication that we're going to continue even lower, so we're still in a pretty nice position. Considering obviously Bitcoin is at a loss, but obviously we're still in profit. We're still in 1K profit. Considering we put a trade on for Pudgy Penguins on that low that we made from this area here. ENA up 400, SUI up 300, gold 46. So currently all we've got right now is just Bitcoin. Now if we actually hold this structure that we currently have, and obviously don't surpass 72K, then we are still looking for the upside. I can't predict markets. I can't tell you it's going to obviously 100% go in this direction. Obviously you can always see what I'm doing, and if you are trading alongside, don't be bad, obviously don't be upset if we lose. So it does happen. The market can shift sometimes in very, very interesting ways, and I obviously can't predict it. I'm not a guru or something, so yeah. We're still holding, we've not surpassed the previous low, and realistically right now, the price coming up for this level would mean that it would surpass this whole area. My account balance is 16 USD. Well, that's very unfortunate. What can I tell you? What can I tell you? I've been in the same position. I've been in the same exact position. For me, and personally, I recommend trading gold. If you're trading gold, it's a lot more volatile, but you can make some very nice profits. You can grow an account from, well, I had actually 16 euros on my gold account, and I grew that to 450 in literally a day. So, I mean, it can be done. It can be done. This was a long, long time ago, but it did happen twice. But yeah. Now, we are still looking for the upside on Bitcoin, as well as obviously all the other coins, ENA, SUI, gold, and Pudgy Penguins. So I'm going to leave that trade there just for a couple minutes, and I'll be back very, very, very shortly. So, I am back. Now, where are we at? Let's turn that down because it's a bit cold. So, Sui has slightly dropped to the downside as well as gold. I mean, we're not seeing much strength to the upside, which is a little bit concerning. Little bit concerning. Yeah, you can see Sui is heavily rounded off to the downside right there. Take profit is 74.3k. Take profit is 73.4k. 120, 119, 109. Yeah, I mean, news-wise, there's no difference at all. There is no difference whatsoever. We have just dipped slightly below, but like I said, I'm still obviously not too concerned. We are respecting this support level. So this is the lowest, well not currently, but this was the lowest price came to at 71.8k. Now, let's have a look at MACD. Still pressure on the upside. RSI has obviously heavily shifted towards that downside, as well as stochastic. Stochastic looks oversold. So I am expecting actually a continued move towards that upside. Let's have a look what we have on X. So it seems Michael Saylor has actually sold 32 Bitcoin, and that is why we saw this massive drop to the downside. For 2.5 million at an average of 77.135 per Bitcoin. That's what it looks like anyway. Yeah, obviously this is not such a positive position to currently be in, but we haven't surpassed his previous low, which is still pretty good. Yeah, buyers aren't really in control at all right now. I mean, it looks very, very weak. But the thing is, when we've actually seen weaknesses like this, we often see a massive move towards the upside. Now, we have to hold that 72k level. And if buyers continue stepping in at 72k, then we'll most likely be in a reclaim. But we do need to reclaim kind of this whole area here at 72.1k. Yeah, now obviously mid is slightly bullish, retail is also slightly bullish, whereas Wales are now very bearish. They were extremely bearish, so that could signal to a major move towards the upside, as the market is looking to have shifted right now. Yes, there's still the majority of the liquidity in the upside. We've had more, obviously, positions building. Now, the next level we are kind of aiming for is 72.79k. Then we're looking at 72.9. And I said my take profit was 73.4 on Bitcoin, so that is all the way up here, where we have kind of this consolidation phase, a slightly bearish one though, slightly bearish consolidation phase. But yeah, the liquidity has shifted from, well, just here actually, 73.4, yeah, 73.431k. Now, SUI does look to be leaning towards the upside right now as well, as you can see. So I believe this would be the area where we see that move back up to the upside. We haven't surpassed that previous low, obviously for ENA as well. I believe it's the same for SUI. Yeah, we haven't surpassed that previous low. Let's have a look. Obviously, not for Pudgy Penguins either, as you can see. Same for Bitcoin, not surpassed the previous low. But we are still dropping to that downside. Still dropping to that downside. So for Ethereum, we've actually surpassed kind of this whole higher area, as you can see. We had a bit of rejection here, as you can see, and then continued towards the upside. On YouTube are channels with live heat maps. I'm not sure what you mean. Next is fear and greed. Management of trades. Yeah, I've actually made a very dangerous low now, 71.8k.
I just created a 40.
No, I mean that just looks insane. That is honestly insane. That is way too much. So we have made lower highs and lower lows right now. So here is the high, low, and currently we still are leaning to that downside. But I don't know. It's not enough for Bitcoin to continue even further towards, like, well, let's say 70k. It's just unrealistic. Let's refresh that liquidity heat map. 71,500 is kind of what we're leaning to right now. By the looks of it anyway. Gold, Nasdaq, gold as well. Well, we've seen rejection from Ethereum as well right there again. That is in the 1 minute time frame. Let's have a look. Yeah, rejection again from that level. You can see we've been getting rejected from this level for many times now on Ethereum. So that's exactly what we've just seen again. I'm going to long on Ethereum as well for 1996. 1996. That's surpassing that previous high that we had. Now for Bitcoin, we actually need to make, well, above 1k for that trade. So 73.4k would put us directly in within that profit of, well, an insane amount of profit, but obviously it's a pretty risky trade. But like I said, I'm definitely not expecting Bitcoin to come even lower than that. That is crazy already. So yeah, Michael Saylor did actually sell 32 Bitcoin for 2.5 million, but that move is obviously not that significant as this company strategy holds, well, an insane amount of Bitcoin. So that is just a tiny portion. let's have a look at SUI. Where's SUI at? Everything seems to be pushing towards the upside now that we've made another low. A lower low that is as well. So actually we're not doing too bad on Pudgy Penguins and ENA as well. SUI is coming back within the plus. Gold is a little bit significant though. Gold is a little bit significant. Let's have a look. Yeah, gold's took a massive move to the, towards that downside actually, which is a little bit concerning. Let's have a look at the dollar. We're coming back within profit, but obviously we need to make at least 2k on this trade. So we just lost about 1k on Bitcoin, that Bitcoin trade. It wasn't actually a nice entry. Now looking at it, obviously. We could have held it, but yeah, that could have also ended up very, very bad. So we actually entered another at that exact low that we had. So let's have a look at the dollar index. Yeah, so dollar index just actually pushed heavily up in price. So we came from 99.56 to 99.225, as you can see. So the dollar index just made a massive move towards the upside. Yeah, so price is kind of jumping between 200 and 400 within a loss right now. We didn't really get any news actually. 22. Yeah, it's mainly just Telegram groups. Like, I mean, Telegram groups definitely not something I kind of, you know, listen to because it's just noise. It doesn't actually, it's not an actual, you know, source of info. The ceasefire between Iran and the US is unequivocally a ceasefire on all fronts, including in Lebanon. Like the information that you get is never really accurate, so that's why I tend to not even look at the things like that. short-term selling pressure right now. Yeah, like I'm not expecting a continued move for Bitcoin, to be fair. We did just come within a range of I mean, MACD just crossed over pretty heavily. Well, it's about to anyway, unless we get more buying pressure. RSI is looking okay. We did come to a very low level of 17 on the RSI. Cooked. $71.4. Yeah, that doesn't look good. I believe we're going to go to 71.4k. Selling pressure is definitely there, definitely there. It's a very, this is actually pretty crazy, to be fair. Pretty crazy for Bitcoin, not gonna lie. It's actually taken a very significant move toward that downside, which is kind of crazy. Now, looking in a 5-minute time frame, thing is though, Bitcoin could completely just ignore that liquidity in the downside right now, and we could still see that major push towards the upside, like I was waiting for earlier on. It's not looking good. 71.4. Buying pressure has dropped, so buying pressure has dropped. Ethereum hasn't actually seen a move to that, obviously that downside. It's been rejected from this level multiple times now, as you can see. We've actually held up pretty nicely for Ethereum, which is very nice.
I have so many stories to tell about masses.
Looks like MACD might be in for a move towards the upside. Might be shifting the momentum and leaning towards that upside. So right now I've actually failed to surpass this previous low, which is a good sign as we've created a higher low. So this kind of could be the area where we see a transition and a shift towards the upside. That's only if obviously buyers actually step in pretty nicely. There's some nice buying pressure, but you see sellers pushed it down pretty aggressively. Want to see more impulsive moves like that to the upside though. Yeah, Bitcoin's price is falling pretty significantly. Let's have a look in the higher time frames.
In the mix.
15, 30, indecision right there. Yeah, our got obviously bearish, 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 slightly bullish, bearish, 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 bearish. Yeah, we need to see that continue into the upside. Need to see that continuation. Looks like buying pressure is kind of coming back within the market right now. Sellers have been obviously, well, they've had the upper hand for the last, I don't know, the last hour or so. Yeah, 130 million at 71.4k. And now we've made a low of 71,695. Question is that the impulsive move we were looking for, or is that going to be another fake out? That's the question. I mean, I definitely want to see a pump. I definitely want to see a pump. It's been tense. It's been tense sat in that loss. Is this what you're referring to for EQL? Yeah, just ever so slightly below. Ever so slightly below. Now I want to see that move back up all the way to 73.4k. All the way back up to 73.4k. Sellers are pushing it. Sellers are actually testing me today. They are testing me. I think it's a rejection to not come past this previous high. That's what it looks like anyway. Question is though, how aggressive is this pump going to be? We want to see that push. We want to see that push. We don't want to come back within that level though. We don't want to come back within that level. Sellers are really pushing it today. Really pushing it today. Yeah, that liquidity does still remain at 71.4k. But yeah, gold is significantly down. Gold is significantly down. Look at that. Gold has taken a massive move to the downside. Let's have a look if we can get a, we're going to get a push from gold. What? Dun, dun, dun. So Sui is slightly down right now. Gold, we're looking. I mean, I'm still expecting gold to be coming for that push towards the upside right now. 4.5k is kind of what I'm looking for.
Gentlemen, in the mix.
In the mix. In the mix. For Sui, where are we looking at for Sui? Yeah, that's about right actually. For Bitcoin, we're looking. Oh shit. 73.4. There. Yeah, well, I mean, we've not got enough strength. We've not got enough strength for Bitcoin, man. What is going on? Thing is that I don't want to be coming in for that move towards 71.4k. That would be very, very, very bad. That would be very bad. Yeah, that's no good. That is no good at all. What can we... Let's have a look. $74.1k. I mean, we've just swept that low, so 71,500. So there's no more liquidity in that downside right now. Well, there is 96.5k. 96.5k. Was it 71.4? Yeah, 71.525 is where we have that 96 million liquidity. We had 130 there, but 71.525. Seventy-one 525 is where we have that level. 525, just about there then. about 527, 525, just about there is where we have that level. CCXRP is coming slightly below. Well, ideally, you want to see that liquidity sweep and then a full push to the upside. We have got a short position on XRP to get that liquidity. Obviously, grab it. We're closing that trade, and then we obviously look positive on that upside move for Bitcoin and the rest. Obviously, SUI and everything else. So ENA is currently pushing towards that upside very nicely. So once we grab that liquidity, I'm going to be closing that XRP trade straight away. It's very, very close. Oh, 612, 607. Yeah, look how close it is. It's not swept it yet. 71,522. I mean, MACD is still leading to that downside. RSI is slightly in the upside, as obviously we've had an impulsive move from the buyers right there. I want to see that liquidity getting swept, and then we move heavily to the upside. So Sui, we need to go 0.893. 0.893. That's the equivalent for Bitcoin's level of 73.4k. So XRP needs to come, well, price needs to come even lower for that liquidity grab, and then obviously it will, because Bitcoin just does that. It waits a little bit, and then it comes in to grab it, and then we see a move in the other direction. You can see we're getting rejected for the upside. Is that the liquidity grab we've just seen? No, not yet. So just there is where we are aiming for. 525. So close. It is so close. We can get that XRP trade kind of ready for that. .00 8615. Yeah, so it's coming to that liquidity, then it kind of stops, moves to the upside. ENA 0.088. Yeah, that seems right. 0.69 for Pudgy Penguins. 0.0769. No chance. 0.0. What's making us this low in price? ENA, or I think it's Sui. It's Sui. Look how low Sui is right now. I want to get that liquidity and move to the upside. Get a liquidity and go. We're just hovering around that. We're hovering around that same area again and again. 71.5k. $71.54. You can see where the liquidity sat. 122k. 71.522. It's just hovering above it. It's just hovering above it. Are we going to get a sweep or not? Are we going to get a sweep or not? Yeah, we're in a pretty significant loss right now, which is not too good, not too good at all. Not too good at all. This is the exact kind of place I'm waiting to get that liquidity grab and a heavy push towards the upside. I don't believe there's more liquidity building. We need to sweep this, what we have, and then shift towards the upside. You can see XRP is currently within 475 profit. Yeah, it's a pretty significant loss for Sui, Ina, and Pudgy Penguins as well. Pretty tragic. There we go, it's been swept. Now we're going to close that position, and now we're looking for a push towards the upside. XRP, where's XRP? And I'm expecting a massive move towards the upside. Otherwise we are cooked. $137 million in the upside now. I mean, we were swept to liquidity that we just had for Bitcoin, and now I'm expecting that move towards the upside. I mean, that's a pretty heavy move. It's a pretty heavy move. Like, news-wise, we've got absolutely nothing today. Like, literally zero. Iran suspend talks with US over Israeli strikes, Lebanon state media reports. Got a massive impulse to the upside right there. Yeah, gold is down pretty heavy though. Pretty heavily. Now I want to see that pump all the way back up to 74.3k. Or 73.4 actually it was. Let's have a look. Yeah, 137 million at 73.4k. Bitcoin is coming up in price. There was a very impulsive move right there. What the hell was that? Sound like Super Mario or something. Right. Let's have a look. What have we got? So, hitting take profit on all these trades would put us at 15k profit. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. I mean, we've got 7 positions on. 7 positions, it's a lot. It's a lot. We're coming back within an okay... Well, we're coming back even stronger now. Buyers are stepping in. Buying pressure is very nice right now. It's more aggressive. So we want to see us getting back within that level of 73k. Definitely. So coming back within about 73k will definitely be within about 10k. So I want to see that Bitcoin price heading even higher, even higher. So we are looking nice on XRP right now, slightly down on Ethereum, on Bitcoin as well. Gold not so nice, Sui not so nice. Pudgy Penguins has made a comeback as well. We had a massive impulse to the upside from the buyers at that low, where we just swept the liquidity, came for a big move to the downside, and actually now are very, very bullish. Now, as for gold, gold is still kind of dropping within price. So I believe we might have to close that gold trade, as it is just putting us heavily behind. Even if price is pushing to the upside, gold is still dropping. So now mid and retail have lent to the neutral side, but before they were obviously very bearish. Sorry, bullet. Yeah, bearish. Got confused. But yeah, they was very bearish. Now whales were extremely bearish. Now they are just very bearish. So I am expecting that move to continue towards the upside. Make sure to subscribe, that like button will be greatly appreciated. Now, if you guys want to trade on Everdex as well, you can do. We've obviously got crypto, we've got meme coins as well. You can trade gold, silver, crude oil, stocks. You've got Tesla, Coinbase. And Coinbase is not a stock, but yeah, we have Coinbase as well. We've got a lot of meme coins actually. We've got new things like Circle as well. What else have we got? We've got Tron, Athena. Yeah, we've got Forex coming in the near future, so if you're into Forex, then yeah, definitely stick around. Not sure how we've just seen the drop for XRP. Very questionable, but we want to see a more impulsive move for Bitcoin towards the upside. Now, liquidity wise, what have we got? 137 million in the upside. 137 million in the upside. There currently isn't much, well, there isn't any liquidity building in the downside. It's mainly building in the upside at 73.4k. And that is kind of what we are aiming for with price. I want to be seeing that move towards the upside. I really, really do. Right guys, I'll be back in a couple of minutes so you can watch that trade. So we are pushing up nicely in price right now, which is good to see. I'm looking for this next high to be higher than this previous one. Selling pressure is still pretty high though. Selling pressure is still pretty high. Yeah, still got a lot of liquidity in the upside. 137 million. 137 million. That's looking obviously in the 24-hour time frame. 140 actually in the 12-hour time frame at 72.9k. So 73k reclaim would be very, very, very nice. But yeah, there's major liquidity in the upside right now. Can't really be losing this low though. We can't be losing this low. So currently, I believe this massive move to the downside was actually a case of Iran says no peace talks with the US until Israel operations cease. Iran says there'll be no peace talks with the US until its demands on the cessation of Israel operations in Lebanon and Gaza are met, according to the IRGC affiliated Tasnim news agency. So currently, the headline is pretty much saying the probability of near-time de-escalation just fell. And right now, that is what we've just seen from that, well, we're not even that, obviously, that majorly below our level, but we are still obviously, well, significantly below it. Yeah, there's more liquidity building in the upside now, 72.9k. It's kind of what we're aiming for right now. So we've got 141 million liquidity sat right there. We want to see that price continuing to the upside. Well, pretty much surpassing kind of this previous peak that we had. Now mid is neutral, retail is also neutral, but whales are still very bearish. But they have shifted from extremely bearish to very bearish, which is pretty good. Yeah, so kind of just consolidating this range right now. Now gold is still moving towards that downside. As the dollar index does seem to be growing. It has taken a slight dip though, and that's exactly what we've seen on gold, a slight move to the upside, as you can see. A slight move to the upside here, and now it looks like we're still pushing on the dollar index. Yeah, liquidity does still seem strong in the upside, but we are coming down with price for Bitcoin. It's like 5 non-stop live free YouTube channels with bookmark heat maps. Let's have a look. How am I supposed to understand that? It just looks insane. $71.5K is kind of what we are, consolidating in, kind of this same range. Yeah, we don't seem to be coming any higher though. Similar to Flow X. So I mean, RSI right now is looking within the 50 range. We are pushing to about 50-ish. Well, now we're at 40, just under it, about 45-ish. We do need to be coming within that higher range though. We're breaking even lower and lower for Bitcoin. It's actually crazy. Actually crazy. We're down about 1k on SUI. Down about 1k on SUI. And we're slowly coming to that low of 71.3k. So we have got some liquidity building at 70.8k. So yeah, most of that liquidity is in the upside. Most of it is in the upside. We need some more buying pressure. We need some more buying pressure. Buyers are very, very lacking. Buyers are lacking today. $141, 150 now. 154 million liquidity at 72.9k. Where would that take us for Bitcoin? At 72.9. Well, realistically, it's just 73k, isn't it? $150 million. There's more liquidity building in the upside right now. That is very, very nice. Very positive for our trade. Now, I do want to see that push towards the upside. I do want to see that push towards the upside. So it seems we are getting currently rejected from this level. You can see there's some resistance there. So rejection, rejection, rejection. And we'll see if we can actually come past and above it to 71.6k. That would be very nice. Yeah, price just kind of consolidating currently in this area. Ethereum does need to come back within that level again. You can see we've been getting supported from this level here, there again. So it's been kind of bouncing off that level. We need to be moving higher. We need to be moving higher. So I want to see if I move towards the upside. For Ethereum, we haven't surpassed any of these lows. So first of all, we actually obviously made the low, but we haven't surpassed it at this level or this level that we've just obviously made. So that is a nice indication that maybe we're not entirely shifting towards the downside, and this could be an indication that we are starting to move towards the upside again. Now, as for Bitcoin, let's have a look. So, we made a low, but then we've been bullish ever since. So we actually created a low of 71.623k. Somehow it says 71.8. Let's reload that. Ah, there we go. So currently there's no real direction in price. No real direction in the price. Now we did actually make a low of 71.23k, which is very, very low. $71,229. Could that be just a fake out right there, what we just had? I hope so. I sincerely hope so. Somehow we've been banned.